AIDS Orphan Project is a unique program that is, if I had to say it was a hallmark program of Maua Methodist Hospital, I would say that's it.
The estimated count for this area is 45 to 50,000 orphans. We went through a process of trying to discern how do we best work with this reality.
When the AIDS epidemic hit in Kenya, you wound up with two groups of orphans. You had young orphans who lost their parents, but you also had older orphans who lost their children. And in a country and in a culture where the younger generation always cares for the elderly, you are secure because your children make you secure. But when you take away those children because of AIDS, malaria, you have in effect not just orphaned one group, you've orphaned two groups of people.
We came up with the idea if we could discern kids who showed promise and who seemed motivated to strive for a better life, connect them with a relative or a grandmother who may already be connected.
And then we built them a two-room, basically 12-foot by 24-foot house that volunteer and mission teams build. The cost of this is $3,000. That provides the house, provides the property, provides title, clear title to the property. It also provides school tuition for the younger children and provides some food support as is needed for the family, for the whole household, and it provides medical care for both the younger and the older generations.
Starting with just a concrete outlining of the house and seeing it take shape to all the walls are up.
When AIDS first ran rampant throughout this country, it was a scourge. It was a disease nobody understood. They didn't know how they got it. All they knew is a person was sick, and then next thing you know, his whole household was sick.
There is a stigma against orphans here. Orphans have been traditionally rejected, shunned, made fun of, scorned. But now in comes the hospital.
The recipient this year, his name was Marion, and I think she had 5 or 6 children, and the oldest might have been 13.
To think of her getting to have this as her new home and to not have to be in this little shack that she's had to live in with 6 other people, it makes it all worthwhile. It's really a great feeling.
When we build a house, what we do is we reinstate them into the heart of the neighborhood.
And it has been a huge asset to empower them.
It is a very special day in this community.
In 4 days, we built this house to help a family that had been devastated by the loss of the father by AIDS.
This will change the world of these children forever.
You know, it's not just about going over there to pass out medicine or even to be labored to build a house. We could send a check to do that. The real impact is that when we show up over there and we say to people, this matters enough that we'll take our time to come over here. It's about building the relationships with people that has the long-term impact.
Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer.
And the mother standing there with these 6 children to receive the keys, she didn't even know what to do. Her whole life is totally changed, and those children have a home.
This house is the voice of God.
Amen.
And it's saying to this family that you are loved.
Amen.
And that you are important.
The most touching was the woman for whom the house was built. And she talked about what it meant to her and how difficult it had been.
I look for sacks to put on the ground so that they can sleep.
It's amazing the transformation that takes place.
Now I see the Lord has heard my prayers.
And the community now knows that she's not just a woman living in a hut made of sticks. She's a homeowner, and that brings a certain amount of respect in any community.